Third is ramp weight, takeoff weight, and landing weight. Ramp weight is the weight of the airplane before engine start. Everything loaded, all the passengers seated before engine start is the ramp weight. Easy. Takeoff weight will be the ramp weight minus the fuel required for engine start, taxi, and run up. Basically, takeoff weight is the weight that is right before you release the brakes for your takeoff roll. So now you might have guessed that landing weight is the takeoff weight minus the fuel burned during the flight, unless you threw something out or you threw people out, maybe you are doing parachute jumping. Every aircraft has a maximum ramp, takeoff and landing weight which you can find in the POH of the airplane. Manufacturer. The aircraft manufacturer comes to these figures after rigorous testing. For example, the maximum landing weight is the maximum weight that the aircraft structure can withstand landing loads for successfully without a structural damage. Also, a quick fact, if you subtract the maximum takeoff weight from the maximum ramp weight, you would get the amount of fuel used for engine start, taxi, and run up. Another common term that we use during weight and balance is payload. Payload is the term used for only the passengers, baggage, and cargo. Adding the weight of the flight crew and the usable fuel to the payload is another way to determine useful load. Some POHs may refer to the total weight or gross weight, which are general terms used to describe the weight of the airplane and everything carried on it. Aircraft manufacturers try to build some mission flexibility into their designs. This means that you have the choice of filling all the seats with passengers if you carry a reduced fuel load, or you can choose to have a long cruising range with full fuel tanks and less cargo. Since a very few airplanes can handle a full cabin and a full fuel tank, you must balance your needs within the capabilities of your airplane. You might have to play around the load and the passenger weights so that you get your desired performance. The last thing to discuss here is the usable fuel. Usable fuel is the fuel available during flight. You need to account for this weight in your weight and balance calculations. Gasoline weighs about 6 pounds per gallon. So this makes the calculation super easy because all you gotta do is multiply the number of gallons you want to carry times 6 to get the amount of fuel weight that you will be carrying. Oil is a little heavier. It is about 7.5 pounds per gallon, but we usually use quarts to measure oil. So you can do the math.